Yeah. Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Inday Vlog channel. Good afternoon, this is YT family, to all friends, TikTokers friends, my classmates, and relatives, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And good afternoon, especially my teachers in Santa Monica Institute of Technology, and to all my TikTokers friends and FB page friends. Good afternoon, everyone. Andi na akong cellphone ini, usap po ko ang charger kay kanta po ko. Kanta si Hus. Women's Day ngayon mga kapatid. Happy Women's Day today for all women in the world. Yan, kanta na lang tayo ng Your Love. Ang title ng song ng kantahin ko, Your Love. You're the one that never lets me sleep. You're my mind, down to my soul, you touch my lips. You're the one that I can't wait to see. With you are by my side, I'm in ecstasy. I am all alone without you. My days are dark without a glimpse of you. Now that you came into my life, I feel complete. The flowers blow, my morning shines, and I can see your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like the river that flows down through my veins. I feel the chill inside. Every time I hear our music play, reminds me of the things we've been through. In my mind, I can't believe it's true. But in my heart, the reality, it's you. I am all alone without you. My days are dark without a glimpse of you. But now that you came into my life, I feel complete. The flowers blow, my morning shines, and I can see your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like the river that flows down through the veins. I feel the chill inside. Your love is like the sun that light up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like the river that flows down through my veins. I feel the chill inside. Ang isip ko'y litong-lito, di ko alam ang gagawin. Hirap ako sa paghuli ng iyong pansin. Kapag nasasalubong ka, dibdib ko'y kakakaba-kaba, pati ang tuhod ko'y nanlalambot na rin. Ayan na nga't sumulyap na ang mapupungay mong mata. Kasalanan ko ba ang mapatulala? Ha, ha, ha. Mr. Dream Boy, ano kaya ang nasa isip mo? Mr. Dream Boy, lagi kang nasa panaginip ko. Dooy kinakausap ka at sweet kang talaga. Medyo may holding hands pa nga, parang ayoko nang magising pa. Hito ako't litong-lito at di alam ang gagawin. Buong maghapon ay nangangarap ng gising. Iniisip-isip kita, ang charming mong mga mata at ang iyong ngiting walang kasing galing. Ayan na nga't sumulyap na ang mapupungay mong mata. Kasalanan ko ba ang mapatulala? Ha, ha, ha. Mr. Dream Boy, ano kaya ang nasa isip mo? Mr. Dream. Oh, saman. Agailis mo. Eh? Wala na gipos din mo. Ihangat dili. Igang kayo, igang. May pasok si. Wala akong pasok. Nakaingon akong gauban og na kay klase mo nang wala imo kuan. Laban dyan ko mo to. Magkapay-kamo kita mo ito mo sa nyo. Kung saan nag-upit eh. Ay, hala. Hello, Bit Vergara. Thank you for coming in my LS. Thanks sa paharang. Da da di da dan da di da dan. Di da dan da da. Wala pag yung taon ka sulay daog. Dahil, hindi na kapatid na hindi mo gagawin. Narida. Alay na. Harangday from Bit Vergara. MLSO po, mami from Pangka Bandari. Thank you so much, Pangka Bandari, for coming. Ay, caps locks. Bawal caps locks. Thank you so much. Sana Pangka. Sarun. Pangka. Pangka. Ah, puro di siya kapital. Pangka. May Pangka G. Pangka G. Bandari. Bandari. Paki-support naman sa Nakapin, mga kapatid. At huwag kalimutan mag-iwan ng bakas para masuklian ni Pangkaj Bandari. Salamat Day sa pagpunta sa aking humingaw na LS. Tambay ni Raniday ha, kay mukaon sa ko from Beat Vergara. Thank you so much sa 200 thumbs up and 1 million in the house. Sige Day, kaon ka sa tambay Raniday ha, kay mukaon ko. Thank you so much, Pangkaji Bandari and Beat Vergara. Wait sa Pangka Bandari, puntahan ko bahay mo, may emergency pa na ano. Puntahan ko ang bahay mo, Pangka Bandari. Dahil si host ay happy na ikaw ay palaging nag-support sa aking channel. Simula ng online business sa TikTok Shop Center. So kaayo ang pan ay. Ang lagot ko anong puso. Thank you so much mga kapatid, mga relatives, mga viewers, subscribers, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Ito na naman si Kainday, ang Bisaya, ang taga-Islang, Bato. Nagibantog na mamanukay ang among lugar, pero dili naman tanang tao dito nga mamanukay, mga kapatid, mga sisters. Kaya dito na ako sa YT Word or sa YT Word. Natamsakan ko na Pangkaji Bandari ang iyong upcoming premiere. Bukas pa to. Salamat Pangkaji Bandari sa mga friends, mga sisig dito sa aking LS sa section comments. Pakidikit naman sa Nakapain. Suportahan naman natin ng ating kapatid na si Pangkaji Bandari. Nagbaba naman ng bahay si Beth Vergara. Kaya Pangkaji Bandari, ayudahan mo na. Okay. Dikitan mo na si Beth Vergara, ang aming professional YouTuber na galing din siya sa Islang Bato. Maputing bato na marami daghan kayong lato dito sa amuang isla sa Sikihor. Na kami mga taga dito gibantugan nga kami mayo dami mo banok o paktol o barang o kulam. Pero kung inyong hagiton, makahibalo mi ana kung inyong ming hagiton. Pasukon mi nimo, ayaw lang pasuka ang taga-isla. Kay lisod na kami masuko, hilom ranig mo balos. Munang ayaw di mo patuga. Das mag taga-isla nga manghilabot mo. Tamsakan nako day ang imong upcoming alas 2 di ini karon di ron karon di ini 64 minutes man. Silent LS for free lapagan and like and share. Dan na thumbs up na thumbs upan. May dala mo ang cellphone. Ano eh. Thank you so much, Birgara and Pankaji Bandari, for coming in my LS. I hope all my friends and Easy Swahili family are coming also here and join my LS this afternoon. Ang sa hindi pa nakasubscribe, please subscribe na ni Inday Vlog Channel, ang Bisayang Dako, ang galing sa isla ng Batu, sa isla ng Sikihor. Kaya support naman sa akin and don't forget to like, comment, and share and bell all my videos. Salamat mga kapatid na sa lahat ng nakikinig sa ngayong hapon. Kaya si Inday Vlog Channel ay hindi mag-giving up tungkol sa whitey world. Bahala na kung kaunti lang tayong manonood. Dahil ganyan naman talaga. Hello mga kapatid, kaya sulong-sulong na samahan niyo ako sa aking LS hanggang 2 PM. Kaya wala namang mawawala kung kayo ay mag-standby na lang at kung ayaw mong makita ang aking pagmumukha dahil hindi ako ka hindi ako maganda kagaya ng mga diwata dyan na makita niyo sa inyong social media na pinanood niyo araw-araw. Kaya ito si Inday Vlog Channel ay simple-simple lang pero kung palagi kayong sumusunod sa akin at mag-standby sa aking LS, kayo ay magiging mayaman balang araw. Kaya sabi ni Tita, sunod mo na ako kung gusto kamong madato. Kaya gawin niyo yan dahil si Inday Vlog Channel ay binigyan ng Diyos ng power para kayo ay maging mayaman balang araw. Yan ang payo ko sa inyo. Tulungan ninyo si Inday Vlog Channel na umangat ang aking channel dahil kayo ay maging mayaman balang araw. Ang inyong trabaho ay maging ano, ano kayo sa mga sahod, ma-increasean kayo. Kaya tulungan niyo si Inday Vlog Channel. Galing sa Islang Bato. Kaya subscribe na mga kapatid. Ayaw kalimot sa pagtusok, pag-subscribe. Happy International Day today to all women in the world. Hello, Day. Lagi, ayos, aron. Paray ko niya. Kanang katubang bag, naulawan man ko itong gapon, kinangapulpog man, tingala ko ano, nang pulbos-pulbos kong persunis, kung may sabak. Wala, lahi nang imuha sigurong kuan, pero ako na, timingan siguro ba. Tingala ko nga naman eh, nagkapulbos man eh. Iipon lang na. Ano man na? Mm. Mm. Ano na? Dayon? Oh, i-minus na ni ma? O, i-text lang. Kaya LS pa ko. Okay. You and I always belong together. Basa-basa ta ani kay ugma mag CPNT na may mag-thesis. CPNT subject. Students would not listen to CPNT. On March 25, 2010, the State Executive Council enacted specific policy in better enable the Office of Comprehensive Service (OCS) and local community and policy management terms to carry out the legislative intent of the Comprehensive Service Act (CSA) regarding family participation in all aspects of assessment, planning, and implementation of services, provide for the establishment of integrity, programmatic, and fiscal development by the Office of Comprehensive Service. The salary requirement to provide sa mani ay policy statement man eh. Ay, di ko kasabot. Ani, magbasa-basa lang ko kay ugma, klase na. Man, si host, mga kapatid, kaya sagol-sagol lang tuon na CPMT. Ay, wala diri. Kabungkag na ano. Yes. Basa-basa ta, basa-basa time. First language acquisition. The rapidly with which children acquire language, their native language is remarkable and it has been the subject of much research. Children come to possess a rich system of knowledge without significant instruction. The main question is how children acquire so much more than they experience. 1964 seated in Anderson, 2005 seated in Tahiri. McMathlock observes that the circumstances under which children acquire their first language are very different than when a second or third language in infancy simultaneously with many other skills. Normally, verbal expression in the first language progresses in predictable stages as a child develops regardless of what language, community or culture he or she belongs. For 1929, 696-697. Two of the most well-known schools of thought historically are behaviorism, based largely on the writings of psychologists F. Skinner, and the theory of innate or universal language ability promoted by Naomi Chomsky. Hello, wala pa kong nabasa kay nakigibuhat. Mm, mm, mm. Unsa to? Anong sa man tong kuan blouse? Lagi, katong ulahi ba? Katong ulahi mong giingon. Mm, 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 mm. Sige, bye-bye. Salamat. Excuse me ha. Okay, samutan ka kong friend. Behaviorist theory. The behaviorist model of language acquisition was highly influential in the 1940s and 1950s. Behaviorist theory states that through the processes of stimulus, response, and reinforcement, all human behavior can be explained including language acquisition. Behavior which is reinforced tends to be repeated. Strengthened behavior which is not reinforced tends to die out or be extinguished. Reinforced can be positive or negative. Positive reinforcement involves rewarding desired behavior, just as giving a child praise for completing assignments. Negative reinforcement involves strengthening desired behavior by withdrawing an undesirable or negative stimulus or situation that is already present. Punishment, on the other hand, differs from reinforcement in that it's intended to weaken unreasonable behavior rather than strengthen desired behavior. Like reinforcement can also be positive in the sense of applying an unpleasant consequence for undesirable behavior, or negative in the sense of removing something that is desired. Universal Grammar and the Language Acquisition Device. Noam Chomsky rejected the behaviorist approach as insufficient to explain observations. He noted that children in every language and cultured community are able to learn to speak and understand language at a very early age. He believed that children are not just making language patterns but actually producing meaningful utterances on their own. Chomsky argued that language around by children is very complex and irregular, so that children could not possibly learn a language just by making. Instead, he asserted there is a innate ability on device for acquiring language in the human mind that allows all human because of the human condition, the nature of being human, regardless of the difficulty of the language. This innovative device is what Samsky referred to as a language acquisition device, or LAD, on innate human ability to learn, process, and use language addition. Chomsky referred to a universal grammar. Ang hirap. Hirap maging ano, laban lang tayo. Rejected. Si Noam Chomsky, rejected. Next. Kita ay most obvious is the in intense language input of parents and family members to interesting young children who would not learn to communicate in their mother tongue with a language input. Parents model and provide frequent instructive connection and feedback reinforcing and so advancing language acquisition. Social internationalism differs from behaviorism in that for the interactionalist, language itself becomes an integral part of the process of acquisition. Vygotsky states that speech plays an essential role in the organization of higher psychological function. Speech coupled with practical activity, it is itself important for cognitive development. Second, language acquisition SLA. First, language acquisition research has served as a source of ideas and techniques for developing second language acquisition theory. SLA theories generally can be classified into three domains. Number one, theories from the field of linguistics motivated by Chomsky ideas, including Stephen Krassen's theory of the importance of meaningful input. Number two, cognitive theories, which examine language in terms of general principles of learning and development. And number three, sociocultural theories, which draw on Vygotsky theory of learning. Additionally, The theories of comments related to language proficiency are also described here. Linguistic theories of Islam from Chomsky to Krashen. Krashen's five hypotheses listed below as based in part on Chomsky ideas that humans possess innate language ability that includes an internal universal grammar. Krashen's five hypotheses are as follows. Number one, the acquisition learning distinction. Krashen distinguishes between equating. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye na si host. Pwede siguro ni Manan sa ni. Number two, the natural order hypothesis. There is a natural and predictable order of acquiring the grammatical structure of a second language, moving generally from simpler to more complex and from more similar to less similar to the features of one's first language. Number two, the monitor hypothesis, that which has been consciously learned at the form of a second language functions only as a means of monitoring which had been naturally acquired before or after an occurrence is produced, written, or spoken. Krashen, 1987. The input hypothesis, this most well-known of Krashen's hypothesis, states that for language acquisition, not learning, to advance there must be comprehensible input to acquire more of the language. Individual must understand the meaning of language with content that is a little beyond an current level or competency beyond that which was previously understood. This sort of input for presence is a necessary condition for progress in language acquisition. It becomes possible with the help of context and extra linguistic information. The affective filter hypothesis. Ay, hi sis Johnny, YouTube from sis Johnny. Thank you so much sis Johnny for coming. I'm only reading my subject for tomorrow, si PMT, because may klase ako bukas. Magtuon ta para makabalaw ta answer sis Bunso. Pag dumating na yung beef mo, pakita mo ha. Gusto kong makita. Kita mo sa live. Kasama mo. Thank you, Johnny. Hala, hindi na. Thanks for coming, Johnny, the beautiful lady from Mrs. Whitey family. Namingaw na ang ating mga kasamahan. Nasaan na ngayon? Nasaan mo ko dakit? Number 4, switches, green and Muslim. Number 2, the natural order hypothesis. There is a natural and predictable order acquiring the grammatical structure of a second language class in 1987, moving generally from simpler to more complex and from more similar to less similar to the features of one's first language. The monitor hypothesis. Thank you so much. The 300 thumbs up and 1 million in the house for coming. The monitor hypothesis, that which has been consciously learned of the form, grammar, spelling rules of a second language function only as a means of monitoring what had been naturally acquired before or after an utterance is produced, written, or spoken by Krashen, 1987. The input hypothesis. This most well known of Krashen's hypothesis states that for language acquisition, not learning to advance, there must be comprehensible input. To acquire more of the language, an individual must understand the meaning of language with content that is a little beyond our current level of competence, beyond that which was previously understood. This sort of input, the process, is a necessary but not sufficient condition. For progress in language acquisition, it becomes possible with the help of context and extra linguistic information. Thank you mga kapatid sa pag-watch at pag-join sa aking LS. I'm reading while I'm doing my LS because tomorrow I have a class, CPNT subject. I hope everyone, you're staying my LS. Good afternoon once again. The affective filter hypothesis. Affecting factors such as emotions and attitudes have a bearing on the success of second language acquisition, but again, not necessarily on learning. These factors can be placed into three categories: motivation and self-confidence. And number three is anxiety. The higher the affective filter, lower motivation, lower self-confidence, higher anxiety. The greater the barrier to language acquisition is that the acquirer will be less likely that comprehensible input will be integrated into their previously acquired knowledge. By Krasen, 1987. Pag iba na talaga pag college na. Pag hindi ka mag-study, wala kang maisulat tuwing mag-quizzes at mag-exam kasi kadalasan sa answer sa college ay easy. Easy. Parang sentence na mataas na answer. Walang ABCD. Hindi tayo makapili. Kaya kailangan mag-study para hindi tayo maghangad-hangad sa atop at magpatabang sa tuko o tiki. Kaya nasa atin lang ang sipag, mga kapatid, para tayo ay ano, maabot ang pangarap. Hindi pa huli ang lahat, kaya laban-laban lang si host, mga kapatid. Hindi mawalan ang pag-asa. Kaya patuloy akong magbasa para bukas, para ulit-ulitin ko naman mamaya. Sana manood kayo. Aming standby. Salamat sa lahat. Cognitive psychologist John Robert Anderson opposed Chomsky theory and instead conceived of language learnings as a very concrete task that could be accomplished through knowledge and practice. Anderson and Scran 2000. Anderson proposed a model of how skills are learned called adaptive control of rational SCTR, which has been extended to studies of cognitive development and SLA. This theory proposed that complex cognition is composed of relative simple knowledge until which are acquired according with relatively simple principles. 2014. Anderson designates the simpler units as declarative knowledge and the cognitively complex as procedural knowledge. Declarative knowledge, wait parang may nag-message sa aking messenger. Ay, wala pala. The declarative knowledge is initially factual knowledge that one gains typically or other communication. Number two, procedural knowledge. In contrast to declarative. Kailangan kong memorize nito. Lagyan ng marami akong pen, mga kapatid. Tingnan niyo, punong-puno. May mga pest, kung ano-ano pa. Kasi ayoko nang isa lang po itong ginagamit ko tuwing pumunta ng paaralan. Tuwing pumasok. Kasi hindi natin alam, baka mawalan ng gana ang isang ballpen. Kaya kailangan may reserva. Di ba? Di ba masaya? Parang handa lagi. Parang walang problema kapag may extra kang ballpen. Kaya ganyan talaga si host. Kailangan may extra nga ballpen para hindi mahirapan. Socio, socio, sociocultural theories of SLA focus on the role of social interaction in language acquisition. Long's interaction hypothesis, for example, asserts that verbal interaction with others produces comprehensive input and furthers language acquisition. Learners have to negotiate, in a sense, to understand intended the meaning when a difficulty occurs in communication with another. As the interaction proceeds, an understanding is achieved. That is a sign that input has been made comprehensive and acquisition likely has occurred. 1996 cited in sociocultural theories in language acquisition were motivated primarily by Vygotsky ideas of the zone of proximal development (CDP) considered to have had great impact on Western education. Vygotsky described the ZPD as follows: It is the distance between the actual development level as determined by independent problem solving and the level of potential development undetermined through problem solving under adult guidance of in collaboration with more capable peers by Vygotsky, 1978. In other words, the CPD marks would a boundary between the level of development that a learner can reach alone and that which can only be reached with the help of a tutor. Someone of higher level development might meet a new understandings can arise through collaborative interaction and inquiry. This takes Krassen's assertion that simply as a result of providing comprehensive input. A balanced diet will include opportunities to produce outputs to use language in meaningful interaction, write Brown and Spatian 23 in no one. In second language acquisition speaking with collaborate dialogue, it disposes learners to enter the language of deeper level than there is only inputs when argues and stimulate learners to progress toward more complete processing of the grammar necessary, accuracy, and summary. Yan lang. Kanang sasawa na silang manonood sa aking mukha at sa aking ginabasa. Yan lang talaga si host. Kailangan na mag-study while mag-LS, mga kapatid. Uulitin ko, thank you so much sa 300 thumbs up at sa 1 million in the house. Sa teen traditions of LS 2008, which harmonize with the principle most theorists agree or unconsidered as means for educational to help their pupils who endeavor to master a second or third language. First language acquisition. The rapidly with which children acquire language, their native language is remarkable and this has been the subject of much research. Katubit ang mga lingwahe nga nasunod sa mga kabataan, sa mga katigulangan, sa bisag infant pa sila na mao ilang madunggan, i-apply na nila sa pagka dako na nila mo ilang ma-apply nga ilang mga language nga native language mo na ilang sa ilang mind ug mausab ilang magamit nga mo nadungog nga mga lingwahis mga parents sa mga katigulangan. Yan. Children come to possess a rich system of knowledge without significant instruction. Yes, that's true. Kahit walang instruction sa makita nila sa sa mga action, Action sa madinig nila. Kung ano ang madinig, yan ang sundin nila habang lumalaki ang bata. Yan, mga kapatid. The main question is how children acquire so much more than the experience. Kung ano mga experience ng mga lengguwahe na madinig nila sa kanilang mga parents, yan lang ang nilang i-apply. Huwag lang kayong magmura para hindi sila magpisting yawa. Diba? Then, asa naman si host? No, wala. Children acquire so much more than they experience. Matlock observes that circumstances under which children acquire their first language are very different than when a second or third language is in infancy. Still of course, difference in infancy. Kung infancy pang bata, hindi naman ka-istorya. Kung ingon, tudlo na siya ng baas ng tubig. May, mm, mm, ganyan. Hindi na magkasalita ang infant, maliit pa yan. Pero habang lumalaki ang bata, kung anong madinig, yan ang ilang i-apply kahit saan sila magpunta. Kasi nadinig nila sa mga parents. Yan lang mga kapatid. Totoo yan. Normally, verbal expression in the first language progresses in predictable stages as a child develops. Kung ang bata mag-develops na siya, yan infant, ida na siya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay, alam na niya kung paano magsalita. Ang unang mabigas ay mama ang papa. Yan. Normally, verbal expression or language progresses predictable stages as child develops regardless of what language, community, and culture. Kung saan naandan ng mga language, mga culture sa Filipino, mga language, may Bisaya ba, Tagalog ba, yan ang ilang masunod at madinig. Yan lang usab ang gagamitin na madinig ng mga language na belong sa culture. Kung saan siya katira, saan na lugar. Yan lang mga kapatid. Two of the most well-known schools of Jude historically are behaviorism, based largely on the writings by Julius Skinner, and the theory of innate universal language ability promoted by Lingual Chomsky. Ay, katawan na. Magbabay na si host, mga kapatid. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoy my writing time. God bless us all. Mamua. Happy-happy lang.